As predicted yesterday, Jerome Powell sends Bitcoin to the 74Ks. Are we going to rally back up to 80K, or is this the beginning of a bigger dump below 70K? Let's find out. Welcome back to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 5 p.m. Eastern time and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 75,800. We'll start off here with the monthly chart. This candle closes in the next 1 day and 4 hours, and right now we have a nice green candle here. The 21 moving average is currently at $89,203. The stochastics RSI are low enough where we could possibly start moving up here. Of course, we could always drag like we did here, but right now it's starting to point up. The RSI is starting to point up, and I feel like we're kind of far away from the 21 moving average. And with this green candle happening, and we also kind of had a green candle the month before after having like 6 red months in a row, I feel like we're due for a rally up. I haven't lost faith in the fact that we could possibly still rally up above 80K. Now, if we take a look at the weekly chart, this candle closes in 4 days and 4 hours. The stochastics are starting to get a little toppy. The RSI is kind of getting rejected off the 50 here, and last week we did barely get above the 21 moving average, but nonetheless we did get above the 21 moving average. Now this is a double bottom pattern, and there's still more to this measured move here. This could actually take us to about the 100 moving average. We have the gap here in the VRVP that shows we could get to the next Boji node here, and that 100 moving average is currently at 87,854. So again, I haven't lost faith in this yet. We still have 4 days and 4 hours before this candle closes, but I will be concerned if we do close it red like we are now, because this could end up being tweezer tops and we could end up rolling over. Now, an idea that I have here is maybe we close red and maybe we just flag out here for a couple of weeks, wait for this stochastic RSI to reset, and then maybe all of a sudden in 3 or 4 weeks, maybe we get a bigger move up. And this is what makes us get up to the 100 moving average or above. Maybe we break out to 90K. See what ends up happening. It's too early to tell. There's still a lot of weeks have to pass by to see what's going to happen. But right now, what would be important is for us to close above the 21 moving average at $77,040. We head over to the 3-day chart. This candle closes in a day and 1 hour, and I'm not liking that we're getting rejected off of this 50 moving average at $78,205. The stochastics are toppy. This looks like we could be headed down to the 21 moving average that's currently at 71,473. If we head over to the 3-day chart, we were bullish for a little bit here, then all of a sudden we got the tweezer tops, and like I usually say, we usually fall down after that. We had 2 red candles so far, and right now we're getting a red candle with a wick showing that there's heavy resistance above us here. Now the stochastics still need more room to continue resetting here. We are right on the cusp of the 21 moving average. It's at 75,490. As long as we can stay above the 21 moving average, I feel like we're still bullish. If we start to lose the 21 moving average and we can't get back up within a day or two, things could start to get bearish. We could start entering this bear flag again. We could get to the bottom of the channel and then all of a sudden break down to about 44K. So in order for that not to happen, I would prefer if we could stay above this 21 moving average. Let today be the last red candle, and maybe the next couple of days into Sunday, when the weekly candle close happens, we have slightly green candles, and then from there we could move up and see if we could test this 200 moving average at 84,421. We head over to the 22-hour chart. Stochastics are low. We still need more time to reset. We did lose the 21 moving average here, but we're trying to hold above this 50 moving average at 74,436. 74K is a very important level. We already lost 76K. We're not too far from it. We could get back above it. Hopefully we can, but 74K, it's a big level. If we lose that, that could start opening up the gates to head down to 70K or below. It's important that we stay above 74K. Now we head over to the 8-hour chart. You can see here, we zoom in, that the stochastics are low, but this looks like it wants to roll over. So I'm not completely convinced that we're going to start moving back up right away. There could be more downside. Tomorrow is Thursday. There's low liquidity on Thursdays, on Fridays. The weekend is coming. Look at this. This is starting to look like a rounded top. Usually rounded tops end up rolling over. We lost a 21 moving average with this big red engulfing candle. We lost a 50 moving average, and this candle closes in the next 3 hours. This could be another candle below the 50 moving average. So this is not looking good right now. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, stochastics also are rolling over here. Now, I told you guys I have this in a falling wedge. Measure move takes us to about 81,500. Now, we did lose the 50, the 21, the 80, and also the 100 moving average. So our last support here is this 200 moving average at 72,590. But if you guys take a look look at the falling wedge pattern, we're actually at the bottom here. We're starting to get a green candle. Now this is going to be an important candle. We could close green here. This could be tweezer bottoms and we could make it back up. If this ends up turning red and we get out of this falling wedge channel, it looks like we are going to start going towards this 200 moving average. And as you can see, this white line is that bear flag that I showed you on the daily. Once we get in here, it starts to get bad if we can't bounce back up. We head over to the 1 hour time frame. We see that the stochastics are low, but we're still playing around here. This could drag here for a little bit. We lost at 200, we lost at 21. We're starting to go sideways here. This could easily bear flag if we continue going sideways for a couple of hours, and then we could eventually roll over as well. And then on the 15-minute chart, stochastics are getting toppy, and we've been getting rejected off of the 200 and the 21 moving average. This is a big red candle here. Here we got tweezer tops. Doesn't look like we're going to make it above it that much. Let's see what happens. The first thing we need to do is get back above 76,600, which is where this 200 moving average is, if we want to remain bullish. Maybe we could do it. This could turn into an inverted head and shoulder, left shoulder head. Maybe we make a right shoulder and that will blast us back up. But right now, things are looking a little bit bearish more than bullish. As long as we can stay above 74K, we still have the high hopes of getting to 80K and above. But if we lose that 74K support, that becomes resistance, then like I said, we're opening up the gates to 70K or lower. So right now, I'm a little bit neutral. I'm still slightly bullish just because we are kind of holding 75K, but we need to get above 76K as soon as possible. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.